Namaste. Welcome to this practice of the Moon Salutation. In this video, we will do a short warm-up and then some rounds of the Moon Salutation, maybe 3 if we get the chance. But there's also a sister practice or sister video to this one where it's just one Moon Salutation. You can stick it on repeat and do as many as you like with no warm-up so that you can just keep going. For this practice, we will need 2 blocks. I'm going to pop them just to one side for the minute, but before we get to actually doing the salutation itself, we'll put them on either side of the long side of the mats. But for now, join me lying down on your back. We're going to do our practice, a warm-up, lying down because the Moon Salutation is all standing. So come to lying in constructive rest, the feet on the floor, the knees bent, and allow the spine to find support from the floor behind you. Allow the back of the head to be heavy, to release any tension from the back of the neck. Maybe gently roll your head from side to side. Take it a few times in each direction, remembering not to press through any resistance in the body, just allowing ease of movement in limbering, not stretching, not striving. When you're ready, you can bring your head back to center. Take a little firmness into the belly muscles, draw the knees in one at a time, and holding onto the knees or behind the thighs if that's easier, just gently stir the knees in circles. And these circles can be in the same direction or in opposite directions, depending on what you naturally like to do. But we're going to change direction several times. So every time you feel inclined, you can just change direction. And while you do this, maybe you can feel the back of the body being massaged against the mat. Perhaps you can even allow your movement to massage into the top of the buttocks, the side of the hips. If you draw your knees close towards you, you might get into the bottom of the rib cage, the sides of the body, around the waist. And then keeping the toes together, take your knees apart and circle your knees together and apart. So the toes are touching all of the time, just stirring the thigh bones and the hip sockets. The hips are very key to the Moon Salutation, so warming them up's a good plan, and go the opposite way as well. And again, you can maybe feel that sort of rocking backwards and forwards across the back of the pelvis, the sacrum, the low back. When you're ready, you can come to the center, hug your knees towards you, take your knees slightly to the left and look to the right, and then slightly to the right, a knee slightly to the right, look to the left. Just a little opposite head and knees turning, not really looking for a massive twist here, just the beginnings of that contained movement through the spine, through the back of the body. When you're ready, you can come back to center. We're going to take the feet to the floor one at a time. And your feet can be as wide as feels comfortable for you, but wider is slightly easier on the, we want to loosen the pelvis, so it's slightly looser for the pelvis. Reach your arms to wherever they're comfortable, let them be heavy on the mat, firm in the belly, and just swaying your knees from side to side. We're not looking for a full spinal twist. Again, we're looking for that sense of ease of movement that comes in limbering. So we're not trying to stretch, we're not trying to strive, we're not trying to reach the end of our range of movement. We're just mobilizing, getting things warmed up and ready. If you wish to, you can move into fuller expressions. Perhaps you find that space to move into your twist a little bit more with each repetition of the movement. That's great. That's what we're looking for, without forcing, just easing. I say the word easing all the time, but it really is exactly what we want today. And we'll do one more to each side, keeping that gentle effort across the belly. When you come to the center, we're going to bring the heels perhaps just a touch closer to the buttocks. Take the elbows towards the floor, roll the backs of the arms, shoulders, and head into the mat. Press into your heels and gently lift and lower. You can start with just pelvic tilting if you feel that that is beneficial for you. But we're just looking for a little lift and lower, beginning to engage those muscles in the back of the body, particularly in the buttocks, the hamstrings, the low back, the space between the shoulder blades. And we do that because that's where we're going to garner a lot of our support for the movements in the Moon Salutation. We'll do one more, but this time staying up if you can and doing a little hula hooping of the hips while they're in the air and in the opposite direction as well, using the feet and the belly muscles and the buttocks for support, as well as the backs of the arms. When you're ready, you can come all the way down. We're going to lengthen the legs out along the mat and just simply wave the feet from side to side, so you get that sort of sense of rotating the legs in the hip sockets again. And then last thing, I think, before we start, we're going to gently bend the knees in, place the feet on the floor, lengthen the left leg up to the ceiling, and just do some ankle circles. So here, your leg doesn't have to be straight, but if it naturally is able to be straight, that's great. A little softness in the joint, though, of the knee, so you're not locking the leg. Circle in the opposite direction as well. And then here, when you've done your circling with the ankle, just allow the foot to be still and gently circle your leg. So we want the leg to be heavy into the hip socket, gently circling the leg as if you're drawing a circle on the ceiling with your heel. And you can make that circle a little bit bigger. You can maybe engage through the belly muscles slightly more. And you don't have to go to any particular size or shape. But if you're able to explore your full range of movement, so it doesn't need to be everything you've got, but perhaps most of it. When you're ready, you can turn in the opposite direction. Start small and then work to a slightly more expressive movement if that suits your hips, your leg. It might be that one direction is easier than the other. And if that's the case, then just, go with that. Little supportive through the opposite foot, through the belly muscles. And when you're ready, you can bend that knee into your chest, hug it towards you. Make any final movements with that side of the body that feel good. Release your foot to the floor. I'm just going to move my blocks ever so slightly. I'm going to extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. And again, doesn't matter how straight it is, making ankle circles. And you might feel, so I feel that ankle circles really feel a little bit stretchy, not stretchy in a holding tension way, but in a releasing way across the shins, the calves, going in the opposite direction as well. And that's just a lovely movement. When you're ready, you can bring your foot to stillness and begin to make circles with your whole leg. And maybe those circles getting a little bit bigger, using the opposite foot for support and effort through the belly muscles as well. This is my clicky hip, so I'd like to go much slower. And I don't do quite such a big circle on this side. And that's a great thing to fall back on if you do have clicky or grindy joints. Just try going slower and smaller. More controlled movements. Your body will thank you. You won't be so tense. You'll get more space. When you're ready, you can go in the opposite direction, starting small and building a little bit bigger. And here you can even feel that massage of the back of the hip into the floor, the low back, just with the movements of the leg, allowing the leg to be really heavy into the mat. For some reason, it doesn't click so much in this direction, which is great. So I can do a little bit more here. Explore your body, get to know it. When you're ready, you can bend your knee into your chest, hug it towards you, make any final movements, maybe a gentle rocking or massaging. And then bringing that foot down to the floor as well. We're going to finish by drawing both feet into both knees, into the chest, and then rocking backwards and forwards through the length of the spine. So I'll move my box. You want to tuck your chin to your chest, rolling from sit bones to shoulder blades. Very good. And if you can, begin to balance on your sit bones when you come up. And prepare coming up to standing if possible. If not, come to sitting and then come up to standing. Say that wasn't my most graceful effort, but I hope that you've managed better at home. So we've got our blocks, excuse me, at the ready. Going to place one on either side of the mat. And the only thing we really haven't prepared is the shoulders. So before we go any further, taking a moment to draw the backs of the hands towards each other, rounding through the upper back, chin to chest, and then drawing the elbows back, opening the chest, lifting the chest, turning the palms upwards, rounding through the spine, maybe softening the knees, and then drawing the elbows back to open and lift through the front of the body, rounding through the back of the body, and opening through the front of the body. You can even coordinate with your breath, exhaling as you round, inhaling as you open. One more like this. And then floating your arms down to your sides, just giving your shoulders a little bit of a roll. Make sure you haven't put any tension into the body. If you have, then pause for a moment and give yourself a moment to shake it all out. But hopefully, that's us all prepared. So the first part of the Moon Salutation is actually standing at the top end of your mat, but I'm going to do it facing onto you so that you can see better, and I'll move to the top end of my mat when we fold forward. So turning the palms forward, standing in Tadasana alignment, lengthening the crown of the head up, shoulders relaxing down. Take a deep breath in and out here. Maybe sigh. Good job. Breathing in as you reach the arms out and up over the head, looking gently up. Breathing out, palms down to the center of the chest. This time we'll breathe in, take the arms out and up. And as you breathe out, settle your shoulders down. Palms apart all together, it doesn't matter. Breathe in as you lengthen over to your left side. And breathe out as you return to center. Nice side bend. Breathing in over to the right. Breathing out back to center. On the first round, we're going to do 2. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Then a gentle twist. Breathe in as you twist to your left. Reach the right arm forward and the left arm backwards. Soften the knees. Breathing out as you return to center. Breathing in, twist to the right. Breathing out, return to center. One more each side. Breathing in as you twist to the left. Breathing out as you return. Shoulders remain down. Breathing in, twist to the right. Breathing out as you return. Here, breathe in, reach up and open the chest. Breathing out as you fold forward into your forward bend. And our first forward bend of the day, we're actually going to soften the knees and spend a moment here. So you can hold elbow to elbow, or you can allow the backs of the hands to rest towards the mat. Firm your belly muscles, which will give you a little bit of extra length in the back of the body. Relax the back of the neck, and then see if you can gently sway your upper body a little from side to side, if that feels good. Some people prefer to bob slightly up, slightly down into the forward bend. A little twisting or swaying if that feels good to you, checking the back of the neck remains relaxed. And then when you're ready, you can come to the center, place your hands down. We're gently going to look forward to lengthen the spine. You can place your hands onto your shins and lengthen your legs if you like, and then fold a little deeper into the forward bend. Here we're going to step the left foot back as far as it naturally goes and take your knee to the mat. And in our first round, we're going to move in this lunge. So gently bringing the hips backwards and forwards, using the feet for support to push forwards from the left foot and backwards from the right foot. And here, your right leg doesn't need to be straight. And again, you're not looking for your absolute fullest range of movement. It's just moving. It's just limbering. It's just creating a little bit of space. The next time your hips are back, maybe just gently wriggle the hips from side to side. Little sway of the tailbone. And then coming forward into your lunge. Press into the feet, firm the belly, reach the hands forward and up. Open your chest, switch on the muscles in the back of the body, the buttocks, and between the shoulder blades. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. We'll take one more deep breath in and breathing out as you bring the hands down. Here we're going to transition into a variation of the surface squat. So we're going to lengthen the back leg, turn both feet to the left hand long side of your mat, and just give a gentle bob up and down in the surface squat. You can, of course, use your block here if you need a little bit of extra space. Super. From surface squat, we're going to come to a standing wide leg forward bend, transitioning to the center of the space between your legs. And we're going to use that block. So we use your hands, rest your hands on your block, create a little bit of lift here so that your spine is lengthened and your legs can be lengthened here or a little bit soft in the knees, doesn't matter. Leave the right hand down, breathe in as you take the left arm up towards the ceiling, breathing out and down. And then leave the left hand down, breathe in, take the right arm up to the ceiling, breathing out and down. As an alternative, because we're going to do this 3 times to each side, you can raise your left elbow up to the ceiling and then reach up and release down. Raise the right elbow up to the ceiling, then lengthen the arm up and down. So either of these, I prefer the sort of long arm twist, but it doesn't matter. One more to each side. And then here we're going to turn the heels in and the toes out. And pressing into the feet, the heels particularly, come into a horse stance or goddess squat. So the knees are wide, the knees are tracking the feet. You can see maybe your big toes, maybe nothing else. And in our goddess squat on this round, we're just gently going to transfer our weight from one side to the other, lifting one set of toes and then the other. Or just giving your hips a little wiggle here, that's absolutely fine too. Making sure that whatever you do feels good in the knees and the hips. Coming back to the center, we'll take one stretch of the arms and the legs. And then watching. A nice big exhalation, drawing the fists to the waist. Let's do one more together, breathing in. Breathing out. Okay, from here, we're going to transition to that surface squat over the left leg. So we want to turn the toes to point forward, the heels to point backwards, bend the left knee, and bringing the hands down either to your block or to the mat, just giving a little light pulsing here. And you should hopefully feel some nice length happening along your inner right thigh. And then from here, we're transitioning to the opposite end of the mat. So turning the toes to the left, let the right knee come down, and we'll do our moving lunge. So a little moving backwards and forwards. You can always place something underneath your knees if you need a bit of support there. My knees don't like lots of things, but they don't mind this. So backwards and forwards a few times. The next time your hips come back, just giving a little wiggle from side to side, getting that sense of length down the back of the left thigh. And then we're going to transition forward, press into both feet, firm the belly, and reach the arms up into the air. Take a deep breath in here, deep breath out as you soften your shoulders down. Feel the support of the legs, really press them down into the mat. Another deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you can fold all the way forward. We're going to lift the back knee and find buoyancy between the 2 feet so you can lightly step your right foot forward to your hands, find your forward bend. And then you can come up either way. You can roll up or you can hinge up. I'm going to roll up on this side. So soften the knees, tuck the tailbone under, round through the spine. Coming all the way up to standing, reaching the arms up over the head. Breathing in, as you breathe out, settle your shoulders down, palms together or apart, it doesn't matter. Breathe in as you lengthen over to your left side. Breathing out, return to center. Breathing in, over to the right side. Breathing out, return to center. One more to each side. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Now that gentle twist. Breathing in as you twist to the left. Reach the left arm back, the right arm forward. Breathing out, return to center. Breathing in as you twist to the right. Soften in the knees if needed. Breathing out, return to center. One more time. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in, reaching the arms up. And then breathing out, take the arms all the way down around the body to finish together at the center of the chest. Palms together. And then take a moment. Take a moment. We have done the left side, or the first half of the round, the left side of the mat. What we're going to do now is exactly the same. So you're facing the back end of your mat. And this time when we step back with the left foot, I'll have my back to the camera. We'll do all of our jazz and we'll end up at the opposite end. So adjusting clothing as needed. Mine always needs adjusting. Despite eating copious quantities of chocolate, my trousers still fall down. I have to try harder. Standing in Tadasana, turning the palms forward, reaching the fingertips down, the crown of the head up. Breathe in and out here. And then breathing in, reaching the arms out and up. You can lift your chin a little if you like. Breathing out, palms together, center of the chest. Breathing in and reaching the arms out and up again. This time as you breathe out, draw your shoulder blades down, palms together or apart. Breathing in, lengthening over to the left side. Breathing out, return to center. Breathing in, over to the right. Breathing out, return to center. Breathing into the left, nice and firm in the belly. Breathing out as you return, shoulders down. Breathing into the right. Breathing out as you return. Breathing in to twist to the left. Soften the knees. Breathing out as you return, shoulders down. Breathing in, twist to the right, nice and firm in the belly. Breathing out as you return. One more time, breathing into the left. Breathing out as you twist back to center. Breathing in, twist to the right. Breathing out, return to center. Breathing in, open your chest, looking up. Breathing out as you fold forward into your forward bend. Arms come down around the sides, soften the knees as much as needed to feel comfortable in your forward bend. Here, if you'd like to, you can just paddle the knees, relaxing the head, maybe turning the head gently from side to side, just preparing for moving from this forward bend. Then taking the hands to the shins or the floor, lengthen arms and legs as you look forward, roll the shoulder blades down the back, and then fold into your forward bend once more. We're going to breathe in as we step the left foot back as far as it goes. We're going straight into the lunge, knees on the floor, and reaching the arms up. Settle the shoulders down. Take one deep breath in here, and one deep breath out. One more deep breath in. And as you breathe out, bring your hands down to your feet. Turn both feet to the left longhand side of the mat. And in your surface squat, just give yourself a little bob. And here, if you want to, you can turn the left foot in a little, out a little, be on the heel of the foot, whatever lets you get movement through that leg. When you're ready, you can transition yourself into the center for a forward bend. So both feet are parallel and reaching the hands to your block, lengthen your arms. So you give yourself as much space underneath your torso as possible, nice and firm in the belly. Try not to rock all your weight into your heels. Have it nice and centered over the feet. And then when you're ready, you can draw your left elbow up, reach your hand to the ceiling as you breathe in, breathing out, relaxing this arm down. Breathing in, right elbow up, right arm lengthened to the ceiling, breathing out and down. If you prefer with a long straight arm, breathing in and breathing out as you return. Breathing in, twisting to the right, breathing out as you return. One more time to each side, breathing in, breathing out, nice and firm in the belly, breathing in, breathing out. On this side, we're going to take a little gentle forward bend. So breathe in as you look forward and breathe out as you fold into your forward bend as much as feels comfortable. You can keep your knees a little soft. Don't lock them straight. And then from here, we're just going to look forward, turn the heels in, the toes out, drop the buttocks, press into the feet to come into goddess pose. Again, a little shift of the weight from side to side. It might be that you keep both feet on the floor, drawing the shoulder blades back to keep the chest open. You might want to lift your toes a little as you transition from side to side. Play with your weight. And when you're ready, coming to center, we'll do one of our huh breaths. Breathe in, lengthen arms and legs. Breathing out. Huh. Very good. We're going to lengthen the legs so that we can turn the toes forward and then bend over the left knee, taking the hands towards the floor for a little light bouncing or pulsing in the surface squat over this leg. And you can play with that right foot now, maybe articulate it a little bit just to get stretch in different parts of the body. When you're ready, we're turning towards the left side of the mat, or the top of the mat. So turning both toes, letting your right knee come to the floor, pressing into your feet, coming straight up into that lunge, opening your chest, and then letting your shoulders come down. Press, really find support in the back of the body. Taking a deep breath in, maybe sighing out. One more deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your hands down either side of your front foot. Free your back knee, find some buoyancy to lightly step your right foot forward to your left and find your forward bend. On this side, I'm going to hinge up, but you can come up any way you choose. Breathing in to come up, reaching the arms up over the head. Breathing out as you bring the shoulders down, palms together or apart. Breathing in, lengthen over to the left side, sorry. Breathe out, return to center. Breathing in, side bend to the right. Breathe out, return to center, nice and firm in the belly. Breathing into the left. Breathing out as you return. Breathing into the right. Breathing out as you return. Here, twisting, breathing in, twist to the left. Breathing out as you return. Breathing in, twist to the right. Breathing out as you return. One more to each side, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, open your chest as you look up. Breathing out, let the arms float around the body, down the sides, and finish together at the center of the chest. Take a moment here. If you need to release anything, then release it. If you need to wiggle arms and legs, adjust clothing, give your shoulders a wriggle, whatever it might be. So on the next round, all the way around the mat, we are going to do each of the side bends and twists once. So that includes the forward bend twist. And we're going to do a different variation in the, where we've done the surface squat, we're going to do, I always call it Aladdin's lamp pose, but it's not called that, it's Skanasana or something, I can't remember. So follow along, choose an alternative variation that we've practiced on this round for anything that you think is too challenging, okay? Standing tall, roll the shoulder blades towards each other, turn the palms forward, lengthen. Take a deep breath in and out here. Prepare by engaging your belly muscles. When you're ready, breathe in, take the arms out and up. Breathe out, bring the palms down to the center of the chest. Breathe in, reach the arms out and up. And as you breathe out, draw your shoulder blades down, palms together or apart, side bend, breathing into the left side. Breathing out, return to center. Breathing into the right. Breathing out, return to center. Straight to twist. Breathe in, twist to the left. Breathing out, return to center. Nice and soft in the knees. Breathe in, twist to the right. Breathing out, return to center. Breathe in, open your chest. Breathing out as you fold forward into your forward bend. We are not really holding the forward bend, it's just a transition. Breathe in, stretch the left foot back as far as it goes, knee to the mat. As you exhale, and then breathing in, reaching the arms forward and up. Find support from the feet. Breathing out, elbows back and down, opening your chest. Let's do 2 more like that. Breathing in, sweep the arms forward and up. Breathing out, elbows back and down, firm belly, firm feet, firm buttocks. Breathing in, forward and up. Breathing out, elbows back and down. Beautiful. Allow your breath to find its natural rhythm as we transition into this new posture. So we're going to turn just as we did for surface squat, but this time the heel of the left foot is off the floor. No, heel of the right foot is off the floor and the left leg is extended. You can have your toes pointing forward or your heel flexed towards the mat. If you'd like to here, you can use your block to give yourself a little bit of lift. Or if you feel comfortable, you can bring your hands to, woohoo, she says, namaste. Must concentrate. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then we are transitioning into our forward bend. So we're turning both toes forward and we've got our blocks in the center. And even if you can easily touch the floor, having a block gives you that extra space underneath the body. So here, take care not to put too much weight into the heels. Have the weight centered. We do 1 twist to each side. Breathe in, lift the left arm up. Breathing out and down. Doesn't matter how you lift. Breathe in, right arm up. Gentle twist to the right. Breathing out and down. In the center, turn your heels in, the toes out, drop the buttocks, and come into goddess pose. Here, we're going to just do 1 huh breath. So breathe in, reaching the arms wide. Breathing out, huh. We're going to lengthen the legs so that we can turn the toes forward and then transition into that Aladdin's lamp pose or surface squat if you prefer. Same thing, heel lifted on the left foot. And if you want, toes back towards the body on the right foot. You can use your block to give you some lift so that you're not hunched or holding in a hunched position. And if you feel comfortable, using a point of focus, let the shoulder blades come down, activate your belly muscles, and hold the hands at the center of the chest. And then from here, we're gently transitioning, turning on the feet, pivoting so we come into the lunge pose. Make sure your feet are firm first, firm your belly, reach your arms forward and up. And then exhale, shoulders down, elbows down to open the chest. 2 more like this, breathing in, reaching forward and up. Firm belly, firm buttocks, firm legs, breathing out, elbows back and down. Last one, breathing in, forward and up. Breathing out, elbows back and down. When you're ready, you can take your hands to the floor, free your back knee, get a bit of buoyancy across your feet so you can lightly step your right foot forward. And then from the forward bend, relaxing the head for a moment. Breathe in to come up. And here, we're not going to do the extra bits. We're going to breathe out and bring the palms down at the center of the chest. So we'll just do those extra bits at the beginning. We'll do the same thing to the other side. Breathe in, stand tall and Tadasana, turning the palms forward. Breathing out, palms together, center of the chest. Breathe in, reaching out and up even. And breathing out, bringing the palms down. Sorry, I completely fluffed that. Let's do 1 more like that. Breathing in, reaching out and up. Breathing out, shoulders down. 1 side bend to the left. Breathing in. Breathing out as you return. 1 side bend to the right. Breathing in, breathing out as you return. One twist each way, breathing in, twist to the left, breathing out as you return, breathing in, twist to the right, breathing out as you return, breathing in, open your chest, breathing out as you fold all the way forward into your forward bend. Step your left foot back as you breathe in. Breathing out, knee to the mat. Prepare the feet, the buttocks, the belly. Breathe in, reach the arms forward and up. Breathing out, elbows back and down. Two more, breathing in, forward and up. Breathing out, elbows back and down. Last one, really feeling that support behind the body. Breathing out, elbows back and down. And then on this side, we're going to gently free that left foot, pivot both toes towards the left, come up onto the heel, onto the toes rather of the right foot, if that feels comfortable, extending through the left leg. If you prefer, you can have a block in front of you, and you really want to push down into that foot. I noticed I was a bit hunchy here. Push down into the right foot so that you can feel the support if you wish to bring the hands to the center of the chest. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. It is a balance, so it should feel a bit wobbly. And then when you're ready, transitioning, using your block or the floor, making sure your feet are parallel and your weight isn't all in your heels, but it is some in your toes. Hands onto your block, one twist to each side. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Here we're going to turn the toes out, the heels in, drop the buttocks ever so slightly and come into goddess pose. Make sure you're rolling your knees out so that your knees track your feet. And here we'll do one breath. Breathe in, feel the prana. Breathe out. Right to your center. Excellent. You can lengthen your legs, turn the toes forward, and then bending over your left knee this time, peeling the left heel off the floor. And if you want, lengthening through the inside of the right leg, use your block, find a point of focus, bring the hands to the center of the chest and namaste. If you can, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then from here, we are pivoting on the feet so that we come into the lunge over the left leg at the front of the mat. Take a moment to find your feet, your belly, your buttocks, all the support. Breathe in, reach the arms forward and up. Breathing out, elbows back and down. Two more. Breathing in and breathing out. Last one. Breathing in and breathing out. And then taking the hands to the mat, free your back knee. Find some buoyancy across the feet so you can lightly step your right foot forward to find your forward bend. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Really let go of anything you've been hanging on to or has come up from your practice. And I'm going to roll up on this side, so bend your knees or hinge up if you prefer. Tuck your chin to your chest, inhaling up to standing. As you come to standing, breathe in. Reach the arms out and up. Breathing out, shoulders down, palms to the center of the chest. Excellent. Let us relax in Tadasana for a moment. So we've done 2 rounds. Adjust clothing as needed. We're going to do our 3rd round. And in our 3rd round, we're going to do a full wide leg forward bend, aiming to get your, well, not aiming to get your head on the floor, but getting your head as close to the floor as possible. And we're also going to do what's called the half moon pose. So Ardha Chandrasana is actually a Sanskrit term for 2 completely different poses in yoga, but ours will be the lunge with the arms as far open as possible. So we open the chest and make a crescent moon shape with the body. So those are our 2 variations for this round. Stand at the front of your mat, spin your palms forward, shoulders release down. Take a deep breath in and out here. Always let your breath find its own rhythm if you need to. Don't hold your breath. Breathe in, take your arms out and up, lifting your chest. Breathing out, palms together at the center of the chest. Oh, feels so good on the shoulders. One more time, breathing out, breathing in, out and up. Breathing out, shoulders down, one side bend to each side. Breathe in to the left. Breathe out to return. Breathe into the right. Breathe out to return. Twisting one time. Breathe into the left. Breathe out to twist back. Breathe into the right. Breathe out to twist back. Breathe in, open your chest. Breathing out as you fold forward into your forward bend, softening the knees as needed as you come down. We're going to step the left foot back as far as it goes. Take the knee to the mat. Feel the support of your feet, your buttocks, your belly, and then we're reaching the hands forward. Just let your breath find its natural way. When you get into this pose, you want to make sure you're really pressing down with the feet. So you're not sagging in the hips. This is really buoyant in the legs. And then if you can, reach your arms just a little bit further back to open your chest to the ceiling. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then returning all the way over. We're going to do Ardha Hanumanasana, half monkey pose. Or half monkey god pose. So lengthening the right leg, settling the hips back into the left. So a little counter stretch, a little length across the back of the right leg there. Coming back into your lunge, we're transitioning into our Aladdin's lamp pose, either with your block, your point of focus, your hands together at the center of the chest. Hold for a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then we're transitioning to the center, to our wide leg forward bend. And if you can, on this side, open your feet a little bit wider, making sure your legs are parallel to the floor. We'll do one twist to either side. Breathing in, lengthen the left arm up. Breathing out, left hand down. Breathing in, right hand up. Breathing out, right hand down. And then here we're going to look forward to lift and then fold towards the floor. You can use your block underneath your head if you'd like to, or you can take the crown of your head to the floor, whichever is naturally coming. Here, keep thinking about lengthening your tailbone upwards, active in the feet. And remember the crown of the head can just hang towards the floor. That's okay too. Roll your shoulders down the back. And when you're ready, you can come back up. I'm going to gather my block back to here for a little open looking forward bend, and then turning the heels in, settle the buttocks down, find the feet, find the power of the legs, come into goddess pose. On this round in goddess, we're going to take the arms wide, wrap the left arm over the right arm, hug your shoulders, take a couple of deep breaths. If you find it easy to get to Garudasana arms, eagle arms, then take eagle arms. If not, keep holding your shoulders. Doesn't matter which one it is. And then circling the arms to the left. And we'll go around 3 times, keeping the knees tracking the feet and keeping the legs really active. 3 times to come to center, relax the arms to the shoulders. Settle the arms wide. We're going to lengthen the legs. Feels like a bit of relief. Turn the toes to point forwards, and then find our way over the left foot, which can be for a surfer squat or the Aladdin's lamp pose, of course. And then if you want to, with your block, if you prefer, with your hands at Namaste for a deep breath in, find a point of focus, deep breath out. And then we're transitioning over the front leg into that beautiful lunge. And on this side, we're doing the same as we did last time. So we're finding the feet, finding the strength of the buttocks, the belly, reaching the arms forward and up, making sure you've still got that support. You haven't sagged into your hips. You're still really buoyant in the legs before you reach the arms back. Taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Then reaching back all the way over the front leg. We're going to extend the left leg, taking the hips back, just finding half Hanumanasana. which is half of the splits, of course. And then coming back into the lunge, free the back knee, get a bit buoyant across the feet so you can lightly step the right foot forward. In your forward bend, take a moment here. Relax the back of the neck, maybe hold elbow to elbow. Give yourself a little pendulum or just a moment in a forward bend. Deep breath in, sigh out. When you're ready, looking forward, breathing in, taking the arms out and up. Breathing out, palms together at the center of the chest. We rest here in Tadasana. Breathe in as you stand tall, or breathe out all together. We do the same thing to the other side. Breathing in, reach the arms out and up. Breathing out, palms together to the center of the chest. Breathing in, reaching the arms out and up one more time. Breathing out, shoulders down, palms together or apart. Breathe in, one side bend to the left. Breathing out as you return. Breathing in, one side bend to the right. Breathing out as you return. Nice and firm in the belly. Breathe in as you twist to the left. Soften the knees. Breathing out as you return. Breathing in, twist to the right. Breathing out as you return. Breathe in, open your chest. Breathe out as you fold all the way forward into that beautiful forward bend. Here, we're going to step the left foot back again, as far as it naturally goes, taking your knee to the floor. Find that power of the feet, pressing them down. Belly, buttocks working, reach the arms forward. When you come into the upright lunge, make sure you haven't sagged into the hips. And finding that support, reach the arms as far back as feels comfortable. Shoulder blades active, deep breath in, deep breath out. Reaching the hands forward again. This time we're transitioning, lengthening that back leg, turning into either surface squat or Aladdin's pose. Aladdin's lamp pose. Must look that up. Shoulders down if you wish to, finding a point of focus. And bringing the hands to the center of the chest. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then transitioning to the center of your mat. So your wide leg forward bend, a little wider in the legs if possible. But do one twist each side. So breathing in, lengthening the left hand up. Breathing out and down. Breathing in right. Breathing out and down. And then either moving your block so you can place your head back onto, down onto it, or dispensing with the block, lengthen your arms and legs and chest, torso, and then fold into your forward bend, if you can, taking the crown of your head to the floor. You don't want to have all of the weight in your toes or your heels, nice and centered, little lift in the quadriceps to really help here. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Very attractive pose when seen from the rear. When you're ready, coming up just a little so you can pivot the heels in. We're going to drop the buttocks, power up the legs, and find a goddess pose. And here we're going to do a little Garudasana arms. So reaching the arms wide, roll your shoulder blades together, make sure your knees are tracking your feet. Cross the right arm over the left to hold onto your shoulders. If you find it easy, find Garudasana arms, and we're going to take the arms in a sweeping circle to the right. We did to the left last time, to the right this time. Pretty powerful in the legs. Keep that lift, keep that activity. Keep the knees tracking the feet if you can. Take your hands down to your shoulders, relax them wide. Oh. Feel like we should give one more goddess pose. So from star-shaped pose, breathing in, breathing out. Very nice. We're going to transition so that we're coming over the left foot, either for surface squat or for Aladdin's lamp pose. Find a point of focus. If you wish to, bring your hands to Namaste. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. We're on the home straight now, chaps. We're going to turn. So we're pivoted over the left foot, right knee to the mat. Find the power of the feet, the buttocks, the belly to lift up to your lunge. Make sure you're not sagging into the hips, and then reaching your arms back to open your chest. Find that power behind you. Press the feet down. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then bring the hands all the way back to the floor. Release the hips towards the heels. Lengthen through that left leg. Take a moment here. Enjoy that stretch. And then come into your lunge. Free your back knee. And lightly step your right foot forward. Find a deep forward bend. And you can take your feet a little bit wider here. You can wriggle in your hips. You can wriggle in your torso. And you can take a deep breath in. Sigh out. When you're ready, maybe giving the head a little gentle nod and shake. When you're ready, soften the knees, bend deeply, round through the spine, coming up to standing. And as you come up to standing, breathe in, take the arms out and up. And breathe out, bring the palms down to the center of the chest. Relax your arms to your side. Take a moment to feel the effect of your practice. Feel that thrumming vibration of energy, the warmth in the muscles that have been activated. Maybe there's still a little bit of tension, like effort, support in the thighs or the belly or the buttocks. Oh, maybe you need, like me, to adjust your clothes again. And then when you're ready, you can take any movements that feel good, maybe shaking out your legs a little bit, maybe you're rolling in your shoulders, maybe giving yourself a little bit of dancing hips and shoulders, whatever it might be that you need. So following this practice of the moon salutation, I would definitely recommend some legs up the wall action. So if you haven't got a wall, then get a chair, put your feet on top of the chair or your calves on top of the chair, lying on the floor. If you haven't got access to anything like that, then just take a shavasana and perhaps use a bolster or a cushion underneath the backs of the legs. But I will leave you to do your relaxation on your own. Thank you so much for joining this moon salutation today. Do it anytime during the month, but particularly around the full moon. It's a real celebration of the energy of the moment. And I'll see you for another practice another time. Namaste.